where AKPsi can help you and where you can be directing your officers for additional help and additional resources. So let's jump in. Everything should be in the MyAKPsi community now. Everything goes through the MyAKPsi community. So all of your officers should get used to going into the community to learn what is next and to make changes if they need to their roster, to find resources. So you'll see this first page. This is the home page once you log in. This always changes. It has updates on what's going on, new videos, and what is consistent is all of the things that you will find in here. So if we go to our first item, it's the My Groups tab. This is a collaboration element that is found within the MyAKPsi community. So you'll see as my screen comes up that I belong to these two groups, and this is my alumni page, so it doesn't have everything on it, but this is ideally what you would see is you'll see the groups you belong to and other groups that are available. So you'll see that you as chapter advisors should all be in this member and volunteers group. There's a lot of great resources that have been put into there, as well as some updates from over the summer. So check that out. All AKPsi members are within this AKPsi group that you should be able to access if you want to reach out to a wider community. On an officer note, each core officer has their own collaboration group. If your chapter has questions on what are other chapters doing, or want to ask more officers that are in their same position about a problem, direct them to the collaboration tab. It's amazing. We want to get students in there really collaborating with each other. And we're working on a group for chapter advisors, so you all can do the same in continuing the conversations you have with each other. So keeping that in mind, your My Membership tab is our next tab down. Within April of 2021, all of the Chapter Spot features from the Chapter Spot website moved to MyAKPsi. So chapters will no longer access Chapter Spot through chapterspot.com. It will all be through this My Membership tab within the MyAKPsi community. So when you first open it, you'll probably see this screen. Don't worry. This is just security features that many browsers have. All you do is click the open new windows and it will ask you to log in through the MyAKPsi tab. So what you will see once you're logged in is this screen. I'm currently logged in, keep in mind, as a president. So your president will see all of the features available. I wanted to give you guys the widest range of what you could see depending on officer permissions. You will see, I think, most of these things. If not, it's really just checking in with the officers that do have that access. So if your chapter is asking for, where do I update my roster? How do I put in new members? How do I update my officers? Everything is here. So updating your rosters right here, sort of self-explanatory. Your recruitment tab is right here to put in new members, as well as updating their officer roles, which is super important so we know who to contact. You'll also see your HQ Docs is still available, as well as if they're using our website editor, that's here, doing dues, sending emails. All of the most used features are within here that they used in Chapter Spot. So keeping that in mind when they're asking, I can't get into Chapter Spot anymore. I can't do my chapter operations items. Everything is in the My Membership tab within the MyAKPsi community. If they're having trouble accessing it, always here to help. Again, CERC@akpsi.org. Happy to help you all get into the resources and tasks that you need. So going back to the home page, I know we're flying through these quick, but giving you a quick update. The My Learning tab is where all of our education is based. We are, like, our main mission is to form principal business leaders. So learning is super important to this. And so you will see when we open this learning tab, these three items. You'll be using probably mostly the My Learning dashboard. This has your Brotherhood Unbounded, your chapter achievement pathway, which is your officer trainings, as well as the volunteer development items are all within that My Learning dashboard. If your chapters are asking about where to find the Berkman, that's here. And the first item that your new members should be engaging with is the Bridge to Brotherhood, which is also in here. So make sure your chapters know where to find their learning. So clicking on the My Learning dashboard, you'll see all of these features, and it includes, again, up here you have the Brotherhood Unfounded, which is your items for professional, personal, and skill development. The Chapter Achievement Pathway has the officer training and other chapter operations items, and then the volunteer development will house any learning courses that we have for chapter advisors, for regional managers, for volunteers. Everything is currently under construction, is being worked on, and things are coming up and are always being updated. So just keeping that in mind, if you're finding any holes, please let us know, and we are happy to fill those, to discuss where we could offer better training, more engaging training. So just keeping this in mind, all of your officers have their own courses within this MyAKPsi community. So we have your officer development. Each core officer has their own bundle, which will include items about just general officer development, has specific officer plans for information about their role and about the code of conduct. This volunteer development is where you guys can use as your chapter advisor bundle. So the chapter advisor bundle, the first course is your training. Many of you, depending on where you are in your volunteer journey, probably know a lot of these things, but it's always a great refresher to look and see what items are now available. We have the officer roadmap, which is what your chapter advisor checklist emails are actually based on. So if you want to get a better idea or have more detail on those tasks, take a look at the roadmap. Again, code of conduct is super important. We just released that in October of 2020. So please remember to review the code of conduct, and the discussion as well as the conduct course itself can help guide you through the code of conduct and help to answer any questions you may have. We have the Grow Model course to help learn how to coach or better coach. And if you want to get a better idea of what the chapter success plan evaluator task is and part of the journey that you'll probably go through next summer, take a look at that evaluator training. So just keep this in mind when you maybe have a minute to look through what AKPsi has and all of the resources that we offer. Everything is within the My Learning tab that you can access. So this is the Brotherhood Unbounded side that again has career, personal, skill development. Any webinars or events that we held are within this system and can be accessed. So you may be wondering, okay, this is past events, this is past resources, where can I find my upcoming events? So if we go back, you'll see the event tab, very much self-explanatory. Your event tab has all of your upcoming events. This is where you'll register events, where you'll pay for registration for events. If you want to look into what a specific event is, look over here, and pretty self-explanatory that you can see what is going on, what the fraternity has upcoming. These are the current events from August to December. So plan for your upcoming year. There's a lot of great events going on for alumni and for students as well. So the last thing I want to show you guys is this knowledge base. The knowledge base is where we house all of our over 150 resources. So you'll see that they're organized into specific options, but you may just be wondering, you know what, it's August, I want to know about recruitment resources. Perfect. So where do I find that? You know, it's just so you guys know, it's under the chapter management, but there's a lot under chapter management. So I have to narrow that down. So what you want to do is use the search bar. So going into the search bar, I've already searched for it, but if we use the search bar, I typed in recruitment, look at all of the resources that come up. We have all of these resources that are either focused on recruitment or have recruitment within it. So take a look use your search bar. It offers a lot of great resources and a great way to sort of narrow down what you're looking for. So take a look at this. Chapters have access to that search bar too. So if they're just wondering about a specific topic or just sort of want to throw it out and see what we have, that's a great place to start looking for stuff. So I've narrowed this search result down to knowledge. So that's the knowledge base. If you want to look at wherever recruitment has been said or mentioned, you can click all and see it's been in posts, it's been throughout the year, and here's more of your knowledge base. So if you want to look to see if any of the collaboration groups have mentioned recruitment, look here. I mean, if it's tagged, if it says recruitment, the system will be able to find it. So I hope that this has given you guys a quick snapshot. Have a great day, guys, and thank you guys so much for all of your help.